What's going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel Reviews here, and welcome to my latest filmed Q&A video. As I mentioned before a few times, the reason I did attempt to do Q&As a few times, but I never got enough to do like a filmed one, so I ended up doing one, and I did do a fact my video, so I figured, let's not do another Q&A. Thankfully, this time I was able to get enough questions to do a filmed one, so thank you all that took the time to take your questions for me, and I also will shout their channels down in the description down below, as all these people are fantastic YouTubers I think you should truly check out. All these people are pretty much some of my closest YouTube friends. And a lot of questions to answer. Hope this video won't be too long. So let's get started with the first set of questions. The first set of questions are from JodieMarieASMR, and of course there were a lot of ASMR that answered questions. Thank you those that did. What's your favorite song, and where in the world do you live? The first question, my favorite song will always be Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. I think with all the music I listen to, it'd be hard to find a favorite song, but for me, it's always been that song. It's always been the Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen, like something I always love hearing and always love jamming out to. And I live in the lovely, questionable place right now of West Palm Beach, Florida. Thank you for your questions, Jody. Now I got one question from Shady Sadie, and her question is there a movie that you saw that made you passionate about movies like you are now? I would go with Jurassic Park, because that was a movie that did not only make me follow movies, but made me feel more passionate about a little more about movies, and passionate I am about now. It always let Jurassic Park, like, it always let, it's my second favorite all time for a reason, but Jurassic Park's always been the film that I'm like, it feels very interesting content. I should definitely get more invested into it. And even before including, I'm still getting more into the music thing, and even when I was kind of like, I always do like a lot of film stuff, so that was a movie that made me passionate about movies. Thank you for your questions, Sadie. Now I got 3 questions from SoftSoundSophieASMR, and these 3 questions are actually related to Survivor. The questions are: which is your favorite Survivor season? And what type of challenge would you have the most chances to win? And what would be your strategy? Social game, challenge beast, etc. My favorite Survivor season would definitely be Fakhriyya season 28. That's personally always been favorite to me. Wizards of War could potentially be that, honestly. Is that good, honestly? But me, my favorite's always been Fakhriyya. It was a season I really wasn't a huge on when it aired, but now I absolutely adore. My favorite type of challenge, also challenges that I'm much interested to win, if I would say the puzzle one's probably the most one that I probably do, and maybe endurance. It honestly just depends on the endurance challenge. And the question I think I answered when I did a video on that a few days ago, where I talked about what I would do if I was on Survivor a bit better. But I tried to develop a little more social game, and not too much of a social game, and basically play a little like combination of Boston Rob and Malcolm. Thank you for your question, Sophie. Next, I got 3 questions from Rachel Reviews Everything, who, by the way, does not actually review everything. If there were to be a movie based on your life, what actor would play you and you direct it? What's one show you like to watch when you need to relax? And what's your favorite thing to eat? Movie based on my life? I haven't actually thought about that. Honestly, I think I'll go with Chris Pratt, and directing it, I'll go with Steven Spielberg or Noah Baumbach. I watch a lot of, there are a lot of shows I do always watch when I need to relax. Like, there are a lot of shows I always come back to. But I favorite the one I do always come back to when I need to relax, I'll always go with Friends. And my favorite thing to eat, there's a lot of stuff I love to eat, but I'd say pizza's definitely no one on that. And I'll also go with salads as well, because I've been, salads lately. But yeah, thank you, Rachel, for your questions. Now I got the 5 questions from Tadeja ASMR, who is one of my closest YouTube friends. What movie title best describes your life? What is your favorite childhood memory? What fictional place would you like to go to? Who is your go-to band or artist when you decide on something to listen to? And what is 1 or 2 of your favorite smells? But to answer your first question, what movie title best describes your life? If it's one movie best describes, I guess I'll go with 8th grade or the age of 17, 2 excellent coming age movies. Question, I got a lot of great childhood memories, but I think one of my favorites definitely been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! My brother, which I do plan on doing a video on Yu-Gi-Oh! Very soon, by the way. Again, there's a card game that I used to be obsessed with and kind of them to this day, so that's the reason. One of them is definitely going to a lot of the music part, especially this roller coaster Secret. I wrote 3 times. Like, oh my god, I used to be addicted to riding roller coasters. So until recently, I haven't written any at all pretty much. So yeah, but I'll go with those. My favorite child memories. My favorite fictional place. That's hard. I guess I'll go with either Hogwarts or the future without hoverboards in Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah, no joke. And there are definitely a lot of artists I definitely go to when I can say listen to, but my main ones lately have been Queen, Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Dua Lipa. And my favorite smells, I would say the smell of the breeze, like actual like the breeze sound smells, like the ones I like. Man, that smells good. Okay, thank you, lovely Tadeja, for your questions. Now I got 5 more questions from Bryoni ASMR. Man, it's crazy. Man, I love the ASMR community. What is your favorite movie of all time? What is your favorite ASMR trigger or style of video? What is your favorite snack? What do you do in your spare time? And what is your favorite genre of movies? Favorite movie of all time? Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. That always will be my number 1. My favorite ASMR so trigger, like, I'll say trigger, I would go with the brushing mic. That'll probably be the one, my favorite trigger. I mean, there are a lot of great triggers, but that'll probably be my favorite. And my style would definitely be the plucking negativity ones. Those are the ones I always adore watching. So I would go there. Snack, I'll go with Cheetos or Doritos. But throughout time, I basically do a lot of stuff. Like, I do a lot of short videos and stuff. I mainly watch movies or TV, play games, write music, or work on future video ideas. Like, I've always done the video ideas that I want to do. And my favorite genre in movies, I would go with coming of age, because those are the ones I really connect with the most. And again, as I mentioned before, I gravitate a lot towards real and emotional stuff, so I'll go coming of age. Now I got 3 questions from Anne ASMR. And her questions: what got you to doing movie reviews? Is there a channel similar to yours that you take inspiration from? And have you done a review where you've changed your mind about later on? Those are really good questions. What got me to doing movie reviews? Like, I never did that. Like, even for around then, I was kind of like more invested in movies than ever, but I wasn't really done actually reviewing them. And then I never crossed the mountain until I randomly came across fellow YouTuber Chris Stuckman. Like, I don't still remember how I came across him, honestly. I guess I was looking for thoughts on a movie. I think it was either San Andreas or Insane Chapter 3. So I came out and I was like, man, I love this guy. Then I ended up binging a lot of his videos, and I was like, oh, maybe I can do some movie review. I can go into this community. Which, so I am now, I'm definitely glad I did. I did, like, he got me to more do movie reviews, but it was actually Austin Putnam that got me to doing YouTube videos. So, and quick question, I'll say the one that definitely I went to Austin Putnam's one of them. I also do one from Austin Burke, who is probably the most dedicated person ever. Like, the amount of videos he does, like, man, that guy is dedicated. Man, that guy is just wow. Like, I kind of want to be like him, honestly. I wish I could do as much content he does. No, seriously, I wish again. If you see the channel, you know why. And Sean Chandler's also be one I'll take mission from as well. You know, all fantastic movie reviews that I guess I checked out already, haven't. And there definitely some reviews that I definitely changed my mind about later on. Like most recently is Finding Dory. That's definitely the one, because I was originally like an A+ 100 of that movie when I first saw it. But I'm like more B+ range. Again, I kind of spent more on that when I did my review of that movie. And probably my biggest movies another one's probably the DCU, mainly Batman and Superman, Suicide Squad, and Justice League. Because I was originally like around the B+ to B- range from all the movies. Like Batman and Superman, I was B- on. Suicide Squad, I was like a B on. And Justice League, I was a B+ on from all 3 movies when I first saw them. But when I watched them, when I looked back on them, and the more I thought about them, the more I'm like, yeah, because now Batman and Superman is now like a D+, Suicide Squad's kind of close to a D+, and Justice League is now a C. Yeah, it doesn't really hold up well, honestly. Hey, we can take you to Lovely and ASMR free questions. Now I got 2 questions from AlynicolejosephinaASMR. What are your favorite kind of movies to review, and what inspired you to doing reviews? Again, second question I already answered. I literally just answered that with Chris Stuckman and Austin Putnam. And the first question, I play all kinds. I love all kinds of movies. Again, I can't imagine the ones I was looking forward to talking about, but I pretty much love all kinds of movies. Whether they be real, fun, entertaining, or genre, horror, action, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy. Like, I love all kinds. I love viewing all kinds of movies. And we're gonna take you 3 questions. Now I got to 4 questions from Lowzza, who definitely has been much better from the whole coronavirus situation, so definitely sends love on that. Here are 4 questions. Favorite YouTubers? If you could be one celeb for a day, who would you be and why? Biggest role model? And if you could have any pet animal, including exotic, what pet would you have? Good questions. Here are YouTubers, man. There's so many favorite YouTubers. Like the Warp Zone, Smosh. I love watching those guys. I'll just mention like Chris Stuckman and Sled Picks one I always love watching. Like a lot of the ASMR people. Ghibli ASMR is definitely one I enjoy watching. Like I might have from that Anthony Padilla video, but I'll get more on that thing later. So I guess I go with those. If I could be one celebrity for a day, who would you be and why? That's definitely an interesting question. I guess Tom Hanks, because he's my favorite actor of all time. So, and it'd be fun to live to enjoy life. So I guess I'll go with him. And I guess I'll also go with him for biggest role model. But not that I'm going to terms of acting, in terms of music. Music, I'd say Ed Sheeran's probably it. And if I could have any pet animal, like I've had any pet animal, including exotic. I guess I'd go with a lizard, honestly. Like, I don't know why, I just kind of interesting. And if not that, I will also go with having a dog now, because I miss having a dog in the house. But if it includes exotic, I'll also go with lizards too. So, I answered your question. Thank you, Lowzza, for your questions. Again, sends the prayers, because she recently went through the coronavirus. And then I got one recent question from Samantha, aka MidnightsDarlin. If you could be any, and it's kind of a little bit similar to celebrity thing, but if you could be any fictional TV character for a day, who would you be and why? But that's a good question. I guess I'd go with Josh, because Josh is lovable, so I would definitely want to be like Josh, so I guess I'll go with him. Yeah, thank you for your question. Now I got 5 questions from Meg With Love. First, she told me 3 is actually from her daughter Dorothy, and 2 of them are from her. So this is definitely interesting. Here are the questions from Dorothy. Do you like fish or not? Do you like Minecraft, and do you like egg salad? Fish, yes, I like fish. Minecraft, I haven't really played much, honestly, to give an opinion, honestly, so I could comment on that. And yes, I like egg salad too. And you know, the 2 questions from Megan herself. What are your future goals for your channel, and what's your favorite genre of music? My future goal, my channel is just to have fun and to not overstress, do my circumstance channel, and hopefully I could definitely be big and get more views, but I'm trying not to focus too much on that. I hope to at least 1,500 by the end of the year, so we'll see how that goes. It's been really to have fun is the most important thing about YouTube, so I go with that. And I love a lot of genre music, but I would say pop and country are probably my favorite genre. Like, I can't really define a definitive genre that I love, but pop and country are definitely my 2 definitive favorites. Thank you to let me for your questions. Now I got one question from Kaitlyn Louise. Who is your favorite artist? I'll say this, it's also between Queen, Ed Sheeran, and Bruno Mars. Those are probably my favorites. And I also put in Billie Eilish too. Okay, thank you for your question, Kaitlyn. Now, one question from Autumn Born ASMR. Who or what inspires you the most in your life, and why? My mom, my parents, they definitely inspire me with how hardworking they are and how dedicated they are to all of us. And I always tell them every day how much I truly appreciate them, and they definitely inspire me to be like a better person and to be more great than I already am, so I've probably got my parents. Thank you, Autumn, for your question. And I got 2 questions from Ryan Toole. Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, and most underrated and overrated Star Wars movie. Breaking Bad, but I love Game of Thrones. Underrated, I think underrated, I guess I should go to Rise Skywalker. Not the greatest Star Wars movie, but still in my head blast with it, and that, I can definitely see why people don't like the movie. And overrated, I guess Rogue One to an extent, I guess. I mean, that film really isn't as good as I remember, but it's still a good movie, but I guess I'll go with that. Now we got 5 questions from OceanAubreyASMR. What was the last song you listened to? Who inspires you and why? What's the top 5 things you love? What is your best bug story? And what is the best practical joke you pulled or seen? Last song I listened to currently, I would say The Weeknd's In Your Eyes. By the way, the album's amazing, and that's probably my favorite song on there. And again, like I mentioned before, my mom and all that, but again, Tom Hanks is a great one. I also go to Bruno Mars and Sheeran. All that. There's a lot of people that do inspire me. Thoughts I need to love, music, movie, family, friendships, and giving positivity. And I'm not sure what that means by bug story. So I'm not sure how to answer that. And best practical joke you pulled or seen, like, I'm not sure if I hold that to joke story. I do love joking around a lot, especially my older brother Chris. Like, oh my god, we could be a great comedy duo, honestly, if we wanted to, honestly. Like, hell, my idea should do some point, but, and we'll see how that goes, but, I guess that, yeah, there's always one joke that we always have about, like, time machines and clones. I guess I go with that, I guess, but thank you, Ocean Aubrey, for your questions. And I actually got one recent question about some villainous from Fakhriyya. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong, my friend. But she was saying one question of what is my top 3 favorite TV series. Number 3, Friends. As you guys probably know, most we watch of all time. Number 2, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I adore that show so much. It's a show I always come back to at least once every year. And my number 1 Survivor. I'm sure I'm not at this point that it's my favorite show of all time, and it's a show that really gives me the most emotion, the most passionate 80 season show, 80 season TV ever, or 80 season on TV ever. So I'll definitely go with that. So thank you for your question. And now I get 3 questions from LaurieASMR. Who is your favorite venture and why? What film I look forward to the most this year? And what film would you like to see a sequel to? Favorite adventure, I'd probably go with Captain America. Look at how noble he always is and how determined he always is. Like, that's the thing, like, I love a lot of Avengers, but if I pick one, I'd go with Captain America for those reasons. The film I'm looking forward to this year is definitely Pixar's Soul. I mean, hell, I recently reviewed every Pixar movie in submission for this and onward. It's a film that really seems like my kind of movie, with the music and the story and all that. It seems like how long potential to be one of Pixar's true masterpieces, and definitely one of my favorite, a new all-time favorite for me. Like I don't know, it's gonna be, but I'm trying to have that high expectations, but I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, it's Pixar. It's fucking Pixar. So next question. And there's a lot of movies I'd like to see a sequel to. I'll say my most determined ones at the moment: Alita Battle Angel, Power Rangers 2017, and that's fortunately not happening. And of course, The Nice Guys. And I also put an upgrade there as well. So thank you to Lloyd for your questions. And I got one question from FreyaASMR. If there was one thing you can do in people's minds to make this world a better place, what would it be? For the world to stop being hateful. Simple as that. Thank you for your question. Now a question from Articulate Design Matt. And these questions are: what sets apart a movie from B to A+ rating? Or what does B movie need to go A+? How many films have you graded as A++? As this is small, can you name them? I'll say around it depends on the movie, I guess. As doing movies, I'm trying to more like what actually to criticize on the movie or what problems I have with the movie. I mean, I'll say some of my A+ movies don't have kind of perfect movies, but it's really how the experience made me feel throughout, and It can be much more simple, just fun, entertaining movies that have some problems to it. And plus movies that I just think are fantastic. So, yes, I hope that answers your question. And pretty much my top 100 movies, basically some more because I'm getting a little place with the list now because I see a lot of Studio Ghibli movies. So I guess my whole list, but if you want, I did do like a top 100 movies of all time list, or top 50 best movies of all time list. I'll back in. Enjoy the list pretty much the same though. There are people that probably add on there, and there's one film unfortunately got to add on that list, but that'll probably answer your question. And so yeah, pretty much my top 100. Probably I gotta give some an A plus range. So hope that answers the question. Thank you for your questions, man. Now we got 3 questions from Nights Play 7. When did you discover ASMR, and who is your first to experience? If there are any places you want to go, where and why? And who is your favorite ASMR artist? That's your first question. I think it has friends when I did like an ASMR video like a few weeks ago. And it's basically I ran across Anti-Radia where they were testing ASMR. For that I didn't know too much about it. And then a couple of my friends have done it. And then I decided to go on to one of those friends I mentioned, exploring ASMR. I decided to go to one of her premieres, and I was like, yeah, let's watch it. Let's see what ASMR really is. And I feel it's been enjoying ASMR ever since. So that answers the question. And my places I did want to go to: Japan, the UK, Los Angeles, and New York. Those seem like lovely places to visit and just great places all around. And before I heard about them, so those are my places to visit. And my favorite ASMR is definitely the first major one I listened to, and that is GBASMR. ASMR, which is one of the few ones I definitely listen to exploring ASMR. And this is the reason why she has this is the reason why she has 2 million subscribers. So yeah. And then I got one question from ASMR in the movies, which it's kind of similar to a couple of mentions that one inspired you to start creating content on YouTube. I definitely go to Austin Putnam, who I mentioned a few times. He's the following movie I got across him like around September of 2015. I thought and like stuck my eye in the binge watching videos, and I ended up loving the guy. And fun fact, he actually lives in my area. Yeah, he actually lives in my area, and I actually did meet him a few times. And I did meet a few times during the screenings. I think the first one was at Patriots Day, which was that Peter Budd movie, which was still fantastic. I mean, I kind of did see him when I saw the first Fantastic Beasts movie. But Patriots Day I met, and I met a few other screenings, and I honestly think the last one I met him was when I saw 8th grade. Which never was a rough day, because I had friends stood me up, was kind of questionable about how she was acting. I heard the fact that I really wanted to do my job, but I ended up not that day, so. But yeah, that'd be the question. Anyways, now we got 3 questions from Opalescent. Opalescent. I apologize if I messed her name, but she's definitely a great YouTube friend. Definitely a great book YouTuber. Does also a lot of interesting insight as well. She answers like 4 questions. Just 3 questions. If you could watch one movie over and over again for a week, which movie would you choose? What's a fictional world you want to be a part of? And cats or dogs? Second question I already answered earlier. I think it was Hogwarts or the future with Hogwarts on Back to the Future Part 2. And if I watch one movie for a week, I'd say if I go with the ones I probably never get sick of, I would go with I would go Baby Driver, honestly. I would go with Baby Driver. That's definitely one I've seen. I could definitely see myself watching that film when I get old. So I would go with Baby Driver. And dogs. Do I love cats? From StoryTimeLexASMR, favorite movie and favorite food. Favorite movie, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. And favorite food, pizza. From official Rayna Tamarin ASMR. Yeah, why is there on people? I know. How many songs have written? Now this is kind of interesting because originally I had 312 songs, and unfortunately I feel I might have lost my songbooks. Must have actually left them one time in palm tree, and it's pretty. I wasn't really freaking out. There was like a lot of songs I had to rewrite because there was like 100 I had written because of that. But I guess because I still have most of my songs on my computer, so that's probably why I wasn't really flipping out as I should be. And I think I'm starting to get back more into it. So I mean, it happened. I mean, I would say it happened. So I was saying 312. Before I did that, it was 312. How much I'd written. I think I got looking back, reading along. I still have not probably go 200 now. So that answers the question. Okay, got 5 more set of questions. Okay, I'm gonna go with one question from Becca Watson, a great YouTuber that you should check out. What made you want to do YouTube videos? I already answered this with Austin Putnam. It was fine. I mean, I think it was his 30th anniversary video I remember watching. I was kind of binging his videos, and I watched that video. I was like, yeah, I should probably do it. Right? I pretty much did videos from my phone until 2017, when I changed my laptop. I did a camera, but it wasn't really the camera I wanted, or I was hoping for. So, I mean, for a while, I didn't end up having a laptop, because I think I knew one, but it stopped working for some reason. I think my mom lent me hers, and I've been using this pretty much 3 years now. But yeah, thank you for your question, Becca. Definitely check this person out. And now I got one question from Selude ASMR. Do you believe in aliens? Simply per, I don't know. I'm supporting if you want like a more in-depth answer, but I really don't know. But anyway, next I got 2 questions from ASMR by Kelsea. What movie do you know all the lines to, and what movie do you quote in everyday life? Good questions. First one, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I'm doing not Baby Driver, trying to watch this, but yes, SpongeBob movie, like this movie I watched constantly growing up, like constantly, like this is one trip that we ended up taking AlynicoleJosephinaASMR, and I would do nothing but watch this movie, which really not everybody and all that, and I would even randomly react some scenes in the movie. I really don't like every scene in the movie. In some ways I kind of still do, honestly, but whatever. But anyway, I'm a feeling annoyed by that. But when I heard Kingdom hanging around the time, it definitely helped. So yeah, and one movie I quote in real life. Star Wars, to the Star Wars, to the Star Wars. Which unfortunately is something that's not fun to talk about nowadays, especially with the whole Last Jedi thing, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, I got 2 sets of questions left. Again, I appreciate everybody that sent me questions, honestly. I really appreciate you taking the time to actually send me and message me a lot of questions. And I got 2 more sent questions from 2 other ASMR YouTubers. And I'm going to go with Moonglow ASMR, who has become one of my closest YouTube friends. And their questions are, what's your favorite film? What are 3 things you're most thankful for? And if you could visit anywhere in the world free, money wasn't an issue, where would you go, who with, and why? Pretty questions. Again, the favorite film I already answered, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. It's the film that's given the most joy in any movie ever, so that's why it's always my favorite. I'm thankful for a lot of things. There's still so many things I'm thankful for, but for me, the 3 things I guess I go with having food on my plate, having an amazing family, and just having great friends. And all that. Like, especially for the time over now, I'm thankful I have a lot of people I can actually talk to for all this. If I could visit anywhere in the world for free with my own issue, I also didn't know place I wish I would go to is Japan. They still investing in one to go visit Japan lately. Like same as like interesting place, and honestly, but yeah, I'll definitely go to Japan. And I would definitely bring in someone that's also wants to go to Japan. And that's my brother Chris, and I've been me and my mom too. But if I pick just one person, I'll probably go to Chris, my older brother, because I know he wants to visit that place. So, and the last questions are from the lovely and beautiful Katie ASMR. She answered any chance like 3 questions. What would be your ideal place to go to? And it can be real or imaginary or both. What superpower would you have and why? And also, what's a memory that really makes you smile? Good questions, Katie. My ideal place to go, that's definitely an interesting question. It could be real, imaginary, or both. I guess I'd probably go to the park, honestly, where it's a nice breeze and nice place to sit, and we could just walk and all that. That's probably what I'd go to. I think one question I thought this over, I'm just going to try to go to the park more and walk more in there. That's definitely something I'd like to do at some point. My superpower would I have and why? Like, there's a lot of superpowers I would love to have. Like, a lot. But I guess I would go with time manipulation. So I can actually mess with time and have fun with it and make some mistakes. But kind of a joking way, obviously. Well, I think I'll go with super speed, honestly, because, like, who wouldn't want living fast? And that'd be fun to actually go. And what's the memory that makes you smile? A lot of stuff. There's a lot of memories. I bet I pick one. I mean, I'll say one memory that I always love. Something that's also the nicest thing someone's ever done for me. It's gonna be a little bit of story time. So it's basically like around the end of my senior year where prom was about to go there and I actually wasn't planning on going because, well, didn't really have the money to get tickets and I don't know if it was too late. And I was talking about to my bus driver while we were waiting and she was like, I'm gonna buy you tickets and I'm gonna buy you money for clothes too. Like I don't think she was serious, but she actually gave me money to get a prom ticket and to get clothes for prom. Because the guy wasn't able to miss it since it was my last year. Like, again, that is still the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me. Not I always smile thinking about that. And I was prom myself, prom was fun, honestly. Didn't end up going with a thing because, again, it was, well, I think it was almost a week before that, so I wasn't able to do that in time. But it was still a great time. Definitely a lot of fun there. And I still have a lot of some pictures I took with a lot of people. I think I still have them on my Instagram and my Facebook. I think I still have some pictures on my phone, like and all my teachers and a few of my friends. Good times. And that's really all the questions I can ask. So, hope this video won't be too long, but thank you to everybody that has sent me questions, and I will leave links to all these people's channels in the description down below. Definitely check out all these people's channels. They are all great people, and I'll definitely want to get time. And I'm definitely about to do a film Q&A this time, so again, thank you everyone send me questions. I will have more videos coming very, very soon. April's going to be an interesting month for my channels, and I have a lot of videos that I planned, so hope you'll look for that coming very soon. Love you for a lot more episode rankings, and a lot more sing content, and a lot of different content coming very soon. In one video, I'm actually going to attempt to do ASMR. Might not have best quality, but I might as well give it a try. And I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that when I movie review, so be on the look for that either this week or next week. And again, I'm still going to do a lot of Studio Ghibli movies, and I'm still going to start my MCU series very soon, so be on the look for those coming very soon. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites that are all in the description down below. I am One World from World Reviews. I will see you next time, and as always, stay cool, everybody. Peace.